Hey guys, what's going on? MaxFTE here. Yes, I'm back. This is probably my, fifth comeback to YouTube. However, we're here, we're doing this thing, back with another Pokemon Go video, as you can obviously see. So in this video, I'm going to be sort of having open Ultra League battles sort of playing in the background. I will sort of get on to sort of commentating the battles. However, I feel like I've, just sort of talk a wee bit, because it's been, nearly 2 years since I've uploaded. But yeah, here I am. Surprising for a Pokemon Go video, seeing as the sort of state that the game is in at the moment. Obviously the whole Hero Niantic hoo-ha going on, the whole remote raid nerf. But I mean, we've seen enough negativity about that on pretty much any social media that you have Pokemon Go on. But yeah, enough of the negativity about it. I'm still enjoying playing the game. The remote raid nerf, it's not really sort of affected me that much. I didn't really do that many before. I mean, I did, but like, it's the incentive of getting out and playing. I enjoy the increased XLs from in-person raids. But anyway, that's been sort of what I've been up to in terms of game-wise. Pokemon Go is still only really the sort of thing I actually play nowadays. I haven't really touched Rogue in well over a year, probably. Sad as it is, do miss that game. However, we live and we learn. Well, we don't learn, but we live. But yeah, other than that, just sort of been life, really. Working away, just do my thing. What about you guys? How's things been going? Let me know down below, what's been sort of happening with everybody else. But yeah, jumping into the battles here. Pidgeot on the Jellicent, that's generally a pretty good lead. In the Ultra League, I find that most of the Jellicents will be running Hex and Shadow Ball with either Bubble Beam or Surf, which is really good for a Pidgeot. They safe swap into Swampert, which is a really weird one. You don't want Swampert as a safe swap, obviously being double weak to grass. So I come in with the Virizion against the Swampert, because why wouldn't you? Take out the Swampert, now they're in with the Talonflame. I'm just getting as much damage off as I can. Obviously there isn't really much that I can do. If I'd had Stone Edge on this thing, then yeah, that would have been totally taken it out. However, it's not really worth losing the Leaf Blade for the Stone Edge, because you've already got the Cobalion for, hitting the flyers pretty hard with the Stone Edge. But yeah, farming down with the Pidgeot here. I go for the Feather Dance, and because they're debuffed, I swapped, hoping that it would be sort of a, not do that much damage to the Cobalion. They swap into their Jellicent, which it's not the worst, it's not the greatest either, but they're going to go for the Shadow Ball, take us out. I'm in with a Pidgeot. I think I just go straight for the Feather Dance here. I think, so they're running Bubble Beam, Shadow Ball, which they pretty much can't do a thing to us, which is why I go for the Brave Bird. Just get the damage off. Obviously nothing they do is hitting me hard at all. I know that the Talonflame had like 1 HP, so I just sort of went for the wing attack, and that was that. Next battle, Pidgeot versus Gliscor. This is one that I really hate seeing Gliscor. It sort of does well against most of the team, but if it's in the lead, I'm not as bothered about that. But normally in this case, I'll just stay in and just go straight Feather Dance the whole time. Normally, obviously they're going to go Night Slash, they're hardly going to go Earthquake on a Pidgeot. So yeah, normally once you get 1 or 2 Feather Dances off, they'll swap into something else. In this case, they swap into Cobalion, which leads me into Virizion, which I'm fine with. I love Virizion. Really solid Pokemon. Going for the Sacred Sword, taking out their Cobalion. They're back in with Gliscor, so going again for the Leaf Blade, nice neutral damage. Doesn't quite take them out, but as I say, nice neutral damage. Back in with the Pidgeot, and I'm not actually sure why I shielded there. But they come in with the, what's that thing called again? Wall Rain, that's it. I totally blanked there. But yeah, going for the Earthquake, which I'm obviously going to shield. I was sort of a tough one to call. I was like, are they going to go for the Icicle Spear? Not really sure, but managed to get a couple Sacred Swords off here, whittling away their shields. And here they're going to go for the Earthquake, but I don't think it takes me out from here. So I swap, and they instantly swap also. They go for the Night Slash on the Pidgeot, and I totally fumbled this one. If I'd gone for a move there, taken out the Gliscor, and yeah, I really should not have lost that one. But, you know, we're only 2500 elo, which is, you know, it's sort of a high for me. So yeah, 2550 there on the button, which is nice. Next battle, jumping in against Scarino. Pidgeot versus Trevenant. I mean, beautiful lead. You don't want to see anything else. Now, Cresselia, I absolutely hate seeing this thing. Because nothing else in my team really does that well against it, I sort of go for the Feather Dance, debuff it a little. And then I know that I need to keep the Pidgeot alive for the Trevenant. So I swap into the Cobalion, which is going to have a better time than Virizion is against the Cresselia. Just going straight Stone Edge. You can see Moonblast pretty much does nothing there. And so they actually swap into their Trevenant, which, I mean, it's sort of my fault letting the switch timers get so misaligned. Here they actually go for the Seed Bomb, so I survive that with keep the energy, and I'm just going to farm all the way down with Pidgeot, because there's no point in going for a charge move. Nothing they can throw is going to hit us hard at all, unless they rad Dark Pulse, of course, but nobody does that. Back in with Cresselia, and going for the Feather Dance again. They get the shield with that, which is really good. Which is taking out all their shields, but they go for a Grass Knot and get a shield there. They also swap into a Swampert, catch the Brave Bird, which, I mean, it doesn't matter too much. At this point, I think this game's sort of over. Here I farm up a wee bit, get some more energy on the Virizion. Go for the Leaf Blade, take out their Swampert, back in again with Cresselia, which isn't as good now because they have swapped. Obviously, they've lost that attack debuff. So this would, I believe, if it's in a Moonblast, it would take me out, which, make the correct call, going for the Leaf Blade. This is going to hit for some nice neutral damage, and taking it out. Well, it doesn't actually take them out, they actually top lefted, which is weird so late at the battle. You would have thought, I'll just, you know, run with it. But, next battle here, excuse me. Next battle here against Big Man Blocko. Pidgeot against Tapu Fini. Again, not so comfortable with this in the lead. I normally just, to be honest, I think for pretty much everything, I'll just go straight Feather Dance, debuff the heck out, debuff just if it ever comes in. But they go for the Surf, which does some not bad damage actually. And I believe I go for the Brave Bird. Okay. So this should take out at this range, but they shield it. And I think I make it to another one. I'm actually surprised at that. I recorded these battles yesterday, so I can't really remember how they go. But I tried to swap into the Virizion there, didn't manage. Let's see, there's the Gliscor. If I had my Pidgeot now, that would have been really good. Obviously, to be fair, Virizion and Gliscor, it's not the worst. Obviously the fast move of Gliscor is double super effective, but nothing they can throw charge move wise is that good. Here he's going to go for the Earthquake, which is going to take me out. Is this a battle? I think it is. I think this is the one where I was like so tempted just to top left. But I farm all the way down, get all this energy, and they come in with an Obstagoon. I'm like, oh man, here we go. I would have top lefted, but I was holding out hope that it was going to be something that, you know, I could just totally wipe out. Go for the double Sacred Sword, and because they have Water Gun and it does no damage, triple kill with Virizion. You love to see it. Honestly, so good. I think Virizion's probably my favourite in this team. Shiny, best buddy, can't beat it. But next battle, Pidgeot into another Tapu Fini. I think here I go for the same thing, just Feather Dance first. Get the damage lowered on the Tapu Fini. And at this point, I was counting, and I think I noticed them. I think I counted them building up to the Moonblast. That's one thing I'm not that good at, is my counts and sort of knowing. There's some things I'm better at than others, you know, different Pokemon and different moves, but still learning a lot for the Ultra League. But we'll get there at some point. They do swap out into the Steelix, which I come in with a Cobalion. Mainly because I know that Dragon Tail is quite a slow charging move, and I know that obviously Steelix does have Earthquake. However, because it's a slow charging move, Dragon Tail, if they do get to the Earthquake, realistically I'm going to sort of be able to call that, and if I called wrong, I'm just going to be able to outpace them to the Sacred Swords and take them out. So they come back in with the Tapu Fini, and they shield the Stone Edge for some reason. Maybe they're just wanting to sort of preserve health on their Fini. However, they go for the Moonblast again, manage to make the correct call, go for the Leaf Blade, which isn't quite going to take them out, but it does a lot of damage. And here they've got a Giratina, which, this is another thing that, unless it's on the lead, this team really struggles with. Because as you can see, Leaf Blade's just doing hardly anything. Obviously, Virizion, it's very spammy, so it does get to those moves really quick, and Giratina doesn't hit hard, so you will be able to get to a lot of Leaf Blades. It does sort of add up. I mean, that's into the yellow already. However, I swap out into the Pidgeot, because I know that... Well, actually, that was my bad. See, they get the boost there as well. If oh man, that was just unlucky. If they hadn't got the boost, maybe this battle would have been a bit better, but... see, that would have taken them out. They swap out into the Fini. If I'd managed to farm the Fini down, then that would have been okay. My Apple Watch is going like nuts. What's going on? But no, they get to a Dragon Claw against me, and yeah, if I had one more there's so much in this game that I'm just looking back and I'm like, oh man, like, could have done it differently, but coulda, woulda, shoulda, you know. So next battle here, jumping in against, if it loads at some point, BVD93. So again, Pidgeot Gliscor, not the most comfortable thing. However, I'm fine just going straight Feather Dance, sort of debuffing them. They go for the Night Slash. Obviously, you're not going to go for Earthquake. Get their attack lowered here. Managed to hit the X-Link. They shield, which surprised me. And I went to Cobalion against Snorlax. Maybe I should have gone into Virizion. Obviously not going to be taking super effective from the superpowers. But I let the first one through. I realistically should have let the second one through and shielded the first one. But I don't know, I was worried about that call. Take out the Snorlax here, totally farm down the... Well, leave the matchup with a ton of energy. Go for a Stone Edge. They swap into a Jellicent, which is good, because I can put in my Pidgeot, and... You know, we're going to have a good time against that. They're running Hex, Surf, Shadow Ball, and, you know, get the attack debuffs off. And I think I get to another one. Yeah, because I survived this. So, get to the next one. Go for the Brave Bird, because... I feel there's no point debuffing them again. They shield, unfortunately. So maybe it would have been a good call going for the Feather Dance. But here we've got the invisible glitch that everybody's been talking about. I've not seen a whole lot about it, but I swap into the Cobalion for the Gliscor, go for the Stone Edge, take that out. Thankfully they go for a move against the Cobalion, because if they hadn't, they probably could have farmed me down and maybe gotten 2 Shadow Balls off on the Virizion. However, I've still got a shield, so realistically, we were always going to be okay. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be that team. A team that I really enjoyed. As you can see here, we'll jump up to like 2630 elo. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, let me know. Leave a comment down below. If you want to see sort of more videos like this, if you've got any other team suggestions, anything like that, let me know as well. And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. See ya. Peace.